Good morning. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, this technology. Okay, so I hope you can hear me now. Good morning from sunny California, or good evening, depending where you are right now and where you are watching this conversation. So, thank you for tuning in, and I'm happy that you joined me on this Self Acceptance Day because in my world today is Self-Acceptance Day, and you can choose that too if that's what you like. And why self-acceptance? Because Monday is the beginning of a new week. Actually, every single moment of our life is a new beginning. So I thought, why not start the week on a positive note and with some positive vibes from Southern California to wherever you are. So I made some notes to make sure I don't miss out on any idea I want to talk to you about, really briefly. And I will expand more on my upcoming book titled Open Your Heart, Heal Your Relationships. Why self acceptance? Why self acceptance is important in your life? Well, for a few reasons, and I'm going to tell about them. So, one reason is that once you are self acceptant, once you accept yourself, then all of a sudden you have more energy, you feel more energized. And we need energy to fulfill our dreams. We need our energy. We need energy for our daily lives. We need energy to show up in our relationships. So we need to have a good energy level throughout the day. And when we integrate self acceptance in our life, then all that energy that's caught up in our inner conflicts is suddenly freed up to go into other things. So that's why suddenly you have more energy. The second reason is that when you accept yourself, you stop giving your power away, because until you accept yourself, you will look for acceptance from other people, and you will be willing to do things to get that acceptance from other people. So your power will be given away, and by accepting yourself, then you are taking this power back. Also, the third reason is that when you accept yourself, your relationships improve, because when you accept yourself, you can show up in your relationship as the authentic self. You don't have to pretend you're not someone, you are someone you're not. So you are more open, your heart is more open, and at a subtle level, people can feel that. And this gives them the freedom to show up in a relationship with you as authentic and open hearted. So obviously, that relationship will improve. Uh, Also, when you accept yourself, the voice of the inner critic uh, kind of um, disappears or fades in the background, and you have more confidence. And when you have more confidence, then again, the relationships improve. You have the power to fulfill your dreams, to follow your dreams, and so on and so forth. And last but not least, finally, you get that thing that you actually coveted, other people's acceptance, because of the law of attraction. So the law of attraction says that what we put out in the universe, we get back. So the more self acceptance you put out there, um, the more acceptance you will get from other people. And then if you don't get it, you don't care anymore, really, because you have it within yourself. So, what's to do? What can you do to um, live from this self acceptance position? Well, what could you do? You could take this mirror and smash it. I won't smash it because it's not mine. Or you can take your scales from the bathroom and hide them under the bed. No, I'm just kidding. Self acceptance is actually about accepting yourself, um, just as you are right now. And it starts with a decision, and that decision is, from now on, from this very moment, I'm going to accept myself. And the next step is to uh, flow into it. You see, I'm not using the word work, because bear in mind that every word we are using creates our reality. And work has this, even the sound is work, it's kind of heavy. Um, it's not necessarily related to things we like, right? We have to work for the money, we have to work for a living. So that's what I chose to use flow. So, what can you do to let self acceptance flow into your life? And I'm going to give you um, 5 steps. The first step is to stop blaming yourself. I blame myself for a lot of things. I blame myself for not raising up to the occasion on a certain situation. Let's say I'm in a fight, and instead of staying on that high vibration frequency, I kind of react instead of responding, and I blame myself for that. I blame myself for um, not showing enough love to my mother, and these are just a few examples. So that's the inner critic I was talking about earlier. And he or she, maybe it's a male voice or a female voice. So this voice in our head constantly makes us blame ourselves for big things and little things. And even though we don't acknowledge it, it's there, and it's in the background. So the first thing is just to stop blaming yourself for whatever you're blaming yourself, and tell yourself and realize that you're doing the best of you can in every situation from your consciousness level. And if there are things that you think you need to improve for your own good and for the good of the people you love, that's fine, you can do that, but without blaming yourself. The next step is to forgive yourself, right? Because I think this blame and unforgiveness, they go hand in hand. When we blame ourselves, we are accusing ourselves of doing something that's not right. So we feel guilty, right? So yeah, blame and guilt, they kind of go hand in hand. So we need to forgive all these things we feel guilty about. And again, if there are things we feel we need to improve, we can improve that. We can decide not to repeat some actions, uh, but you need to let go of guilt and forgive yourself. And in my upcoming book, I'm talking more about uh, the process of forgiveness and how you can forgive yourself without having to go through every little thing that you blame yourself for. Number three. So once this is, blame and guilt. These are high. These are low frequency energies that you carry in your body, you carry in your cells, and you need to rid yourself of those to be able to access a higher frequency. And once you do that, and also it can help you in the process, is to think about the good things about yourself. And don't I made the joke about the mirror and the scales, because the media and society kind of programmed us to value ourselves based on our looks, right? Or also on the quality of our mind, how smart we are, how beautiful we are, how well we perform, what's our social status, all these external things, as if we are just a body and a mind and a social status, and that's all we are. And there's more to us than that. We are um, so powerful, so beautiful, and we were created with so much love, from love, with love, by the Creator. So stop looking at yourself as a body. Stop looking at yourself as a mind, and see yourself as a powerful, magnificent creature. So accept your body as it is right now. And again, you can decide, oh, I'd like my body to be leaner, or I like to um, to finally reach the ideal weight, and embrace your achievements, embrace the beauty of your heart. Take an honest look at who you really are, beyond what other people say, beyond what you are supposed to be or who you are supposed to be. And keep a journal, maybe write in a notebook every day one good thing about yourself. And I know some of you think that they hate themselves, that there's nothing good about themselves. I assure you, if I got a chance to take one good look at you, one single look at you, I would be able to find 100 wonderful, beautiful things about you. So right now, just think for a moment, or not even think, let it flow to you. One single thing that good about you, and write it down, and keep it here in your heart for the rest of the day. And that's a great start. Uh, so we have 3 steps. Okay, the fourth step is to stop comparing yourself to other people. Again, we are programmed to define our value by comparing ourselves to other people, our neighbors, celebrities, our colleagues, coworkers, and so on and so forth. And this will lead to a lot of unhappiness, and because there will always be someone who has maybe prettier eyes, or a leaner body, or a better position, or a nicer house. And this actually takes you away from who you are and from what makes you happy, because what makes you happy is in your heart. That's where you will find it. So don't compare yourself to other people. Just know yourself better, and compare yourself, if you want to compare yourself to someone, and uh, have a measurement stick to your best version of yourself. Who is your best version of yourself? And again, let it flow to you. Don't work on it. Don't look at other people to see what they are doing. No, just let it flow to you. And finally, the fifth step is to, probably there is a sixth step. It will come to me, and I will get back to you about it. So the fifth step to self acceptance is to spend less time in front of your TV, watching news or entertainment programs and social media. Why? Because somebody was saying this morning in a post on Instagram, mass media is a business and they serve certain interests. And unfortunately, those interests aren't, they don't have your best interest at heart. So the mass media usually portrays violence, they are biased, and they project an image that you're supposed to attain, someone you're supposed to be to feel good about yourself. And that's not the case. And social media, maybe you've seen the documentary on Netflix, is built in a way that it gets you hooked to it. And again, it makes you look outside of yourself for validation, for acceptance, for likes, comments, and so on and so forth. So these two factors aren't really conducive to a high degree of self acceptance, because they are taking you away from looking inside, and it is inside of you, in your heart, where you find all the answers, where you find the self acceptance that you need to navigate these times, especially now when everything is so uncertain and so troubled with self acceptance. And the beautiful part is that when you become self-acceptant, uh, I don't even know if I can say this word, but I invented it if it doesn't exist. So when you when you accept yourself just as you are, all of a sudden you are more tolerant with others, and you are accepting towards them. So the energy, your vibration changes, and when people get together with you, they will feel accepted, and they will open up, and they will be more accepting towards yourself. It's so beautiful, because we have this power to actually create our lives by changing our inner landscape. And now more than ever, we need to um, accept ourselves, and we need to accept others, so that we come together in unity for our highest good and for the highest good of the planet. So Remember the steps. Number 1, stop blaming yourself. Number 2, forgive yourself. Number 3, see the good in yourself and make that list as big as possible. And when you do something that makes your heart swells with joy, just put it on the list. Number 4, stop comparing yourself to other people. And number 5, limit the time you spend watching TV, news, entertainment, and the time you spend on social media. Use it wisely, your time, because there are so many hours in a day, and they are worth gold, more than gold, because you're not getting those hours back. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about today. So if you want to uh, uh, take this journey of self-acceptance, there are 2 books I wrote, and I'm happy to recommend those 2 books. One of them is I Choose Love, A Journey from Fear to Love. And if you are in a relationship and you want to improve your relationship, this book also is called 5 Easy Steps to Ending a Toxic Relationship. It is actually a healing book, and you can pick it up on any time, because it's, again, the inner work. And you can find these books on Amazon. And if you like this video, please like it and share it and comment and ask your questions if you have, and I'll be happy to answer. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on conscious love. So until next time, love yourself and others, love what you do, and love your life. Thank you.